Hello, welcome to English Listening on the Go. Let's start learning together.
Alex, I have a slightly strange question for you today. It might make you feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Oh no, Zoe, I am scared already. Whenever you say strange question, I know I'm in trouble. What is it?
I want to know, do you ever talk to yourself? I mean, really have a conversation with yourself when nobody else is in the room?
Zoe, that is a secret. You cannot ask that on a podcast. People would think I'm crazy. But, okay, yes, I do. Sometimes I argue with the shampoo bottle in the shower. Sometimes I explain my cooking to an imaginary audience in the kitchen.
You are not crazy, Alex. You're actually being a genius language learner without realizing it.
Really? I thought talking to yourself was the first sign of madness. You're saying it's actually a good thing?
Welcome back to English Listening on the Go. I'm Zoe.
And I'm Alex. I am happy to admit that I talk to myself, especially if it helps my English.
Before we start, let's check in with our listeners. How is your confidence feeling today?
You know, confidence is a tricky thing. To be honest, sometimes I feel great when I'm reading a book. I understand everything. But the moment I have to speak to a real human being, I just freeze. My brain goes blank. It is like the files in my head are deleted.
That freeze is the biggest enemy. It is so frustrating. You know the words, but they are stuck behind a wall. But remember, your voice matters. Even if it shakes, it matters. You have thoughts worth sharing.
I love that. So, how do we stop freezing, Zoe? How do we break down that wall?
We use mirror magic. Today, we will learn how 5 minutes of self-talk can change everything.
Wait, only 5 minutes? I thought I needed to study for hours to get fluent.
No, fluency is a habit, not a subject you study in a book. We need to move English from your study brain, where you memorize rules, to your living brain, where you actually exist.
My living brain. I like that concept. So, how does this magic work? What do I have to do?
First, we need to understand the goal. We want to internalize the language.
Internalize. That is a big word to start with. To internalize means to make an idea, attitude, or skill part of your nature. You don't have to think about it anymore. It is inside you.
Exactly. Think about driving a car. When you first learned, you had to think about every movement, turn the wheel, push the pedal. But now, you have internalized the skill. You drive while singing, drinking coffee, and talking. You don't look at your feet. To internalize English, you need to speak it when the pressure is low. You cannot learn to drive in a Formula One race.
Ah, see. And a real conversation with a native speaker is like a Formula One race. It is too fast.
Exactly. So the mirror is your empty parking lot. It is a private space. No teachers, no judgment, just you.
Before we go deeper, a quick reminder to our listeners. We speak in B1 English.
We speak slowly, and when we use a B2 stretch word like internalize, we will always pause and explain it.
So relax, go grab a mirror if you have one nearby, and let's get started.
Okay, the rule for this technique is simple, the 5-minute rule.
Why 5 minutes? Why not 30 minutes? If I talk to myself for 30 minutes, won't I learn faster?
Because consistency is more important than intensity. If you try to do 30 minutes of self-talk, you will feel silly, you will get bored, you will quit after 3 days. But 5 minutes, you can do that while brushing your teeth. You can do that while putting on your clothes.
That is true. Everyone has 5 minutes. But Zoe, what do I actually say? Do I recite Shakespeare?
No, please don't recite Shakespeare. That is not how we speak in real life. You narrate your life. You describe what you are doing right now.
Like this. I am holding my brush. I am looking in the mirror. I am tired because I woke up early.
Perfect. That is exactly it. This helps your speech become spontaneous.
Spontaneous. Spontaneous means happening naturally and suddenly without planning or reading from a script.
Real conversations are spontaneous. You never know what the other person will say. You cannot read a script at a dinner party.
Ah, I see. And describing my morning as it happens, I'm training my brain to be fast, to find words instantly.
Yes, and looking in the mirror is crucial. It helps you simulate a real chat.
Simulate. To simulate means to imitate a real situation or process. It creates a fake version of reality for practice.
Pilots use computers to simulate flying before they fly real planes with passengers.
Oh, so the mirror simulates a person standing in front of me.
Yes, it forces you to make eye contact. It helps you see your mouth moving. It makes you comfortable with your own English face.
My English face? Is that different from my normal face?
Sometimes we move our mouths differently in English. It can feel strange. The mirror helps you get used to it.
If you're enjoying this tip about the English face, please hit the like button. It helps us a lot.
Now, here's a beautiful metaphor to help you understand why this works. Think of self-talk as a rehearsal.
Rehearsal. A rehearsal is a practice session before a performance, like a play, a concert, or a wedding.
Exactly. Imagine an actor. They have a big show on Saturday night. Would they step onto the stage in front of 1,000 people without a rehearsal?
No way. They would forget their lines, they would trip and fall. It would be a disaster.
And yet, Alex, that's exactly what you do with English. You never practice speaking alone. You only try to speak when you are in front of a native speaker.
Wow, you are right. I'm trying to perform on the main stage without ever practicing alone.
Exactly. That's why you freeze. The mirror is your rehearsal. In the rehearsal, you can fumble your lines. You can make grammar mistakes. You can look silly. It's safe. So when you finally step into the real world, the main stage, you're ready to perform.
I love that. But Zoe, I have a practical problem. What happens if I forget a word? That is my biggest fear. I start a sentence, I'm going to and then I forget the word for bakery, and I just stop.
That's when you use a special trick called circumlocution.
Wow, circumlocution. That is a huge word. Is that a disease?
Circumlocution means using many words to describe something. You do this when you forget the specific name. You talk around the word. Imagine you forget the word for umbrella. You don't stop. You say, the stick I hold to stop the rain.
The rain stick. That works. People would understand that.
Or imagine you forget the word for chef. You say, the person who cooks food in a restaurant.
That is actually very smart. You keep the conversation alive.
Many learners stop speaking when they lose a word. They freeze. They try to Google it. Never stop. Use circumlocution. Describe the object. Describe the color. Describe what it does. You must keep the momentum going.
Momentum. Momentum is the force that keeps an object moving forward. If you stop a bicycle, it falls over. You need momentum to stay balanced. So fluency is like riding a bike. Just keep pedaling, even if you have to call a bakery the bread shop.
Exactly. If you are understanding this, you are building great habits. I want to share a story about a listener named Elena.
Tell us about Elena. What was her struggle?
Elena is from Spain. She is a very talented artist, a painter. She paints beautiful landscapes. She wanted to explain her art to tourists who visited her studio, but she was too shy. She felt a barrier between her brain and her mouth.
Barrier. A barrier is an obstacle that prevents movement or communication, like a wall or a fence.
Yes, she knew the words in her head, but when a tourist asked, "What does this painting mean?" the barrier came down. She just smiled and said nothing.
That is so sad. She lost the chance to connect with people about her passion.
So Elena started the mirror method. Every morning for 5 minutes, she stood at her mirror.
What did she talk about?
She pretended the mirror was a tourist. She described her paintings. I used blue here because I was sad. This is the mountain near my house. She practiced how to articulate her ideas clearly.
Articulate. To articulate means to express an idea or feeling clearly and effectively in words.
After 1 month of this daily rehearsal, a real tourist came in, an American woman.
What happened? Did she freeze?
No, Elena didn't freeze. Her instinct took over.
Instinct. Instinct is a natural reaction that happens without thinking. It is automatic behavior.
She had practiced so many times that the words just came out. She spoke for 20 minutes. She sold the painting for a high price.
That is amazing. The rehearsal made her ready for the main stage.
Yes, she didn't need to be perfect. She just needed to be ready.
I am so inspired. I'm going to buy a bigger mirror today. Let's review these powerful words so we can use them too.
Let's do the word tour. We will review the 10 B2 words from today.
Number 1, internalize.
To make a skill part of your nature so you don't think about it.
I want to internalize English grammar so I don't have to translate in my head. Number 2, spontaneous.
Happening naturally, without planning or a script.
Her laughter was spontaneous and happy. It wasn't fake. Number 3, simulate.
To imitate a real situation for practice.
We used a role-play game to simulate a business meeting. Number 4, rehearsal.
A practice session before a public performance.
The wedding rehearsal went very well, so we are ready for tomorrow. Number 5, circumlocution.
Using many words to describe something when you forget the specific name.
He used circumlocution to describe the refrigerator as a cold box for food. Number 6, momentum.
The force that keeps things moving forward.
Don't stop speaking when you make a mistake. Keep the momentum going. Number 7, barrier.
An obstacle that stops communication or movement.
Fear is the biggest barrier to fluency. Number 8, articulate.
To express ideas clearly in words.
She can articulate her feelings very well. She is a good speaker. Number 9, instinct.
A natural reaction without thinking.
My first instinct was to run away, but I stayed to talk.
And one last one that fits perfectly. Reinforce.
Reinforce. To reinforce means to make something stronger or support it.
Daily practice will reinforce what you learned today. Now, Alex, do we have a challenge for our listeners?
Yes, today you need to be brave. You need to face yourself.
Go to a mirror. Look at yourself in the eyes. Don't look away.
Set a timer for just 1 minute. Describe exactly what you are wearing right now.
I am wearing a blue shirt. It is soft. I am wearing glasses. My hair is messy.
Keep it simple. Don't translate. Just say what you see.
Use circumlocution if you forget a word. Then comment below, I did the mirror challenge.
We want to see hundreds of comments. Show us your courage.
Thank you for spending time with us today. Remember, the mirror is your friend. It is your safe space to grow. It is your rehearsal room.
You are building your voice 1 minute at a time.
If you liked this episode, please subscribe and share it with a friend.
See you in the next video. Keep talking to yourself.
Bye for now.